Good evening, guys. Bill McMillan here with IndyWX.com. Wednesday evening video update for you, and this is going to be a relatively short update, but just kind of wanted to touch on a couple of points as we move into next week and then longer term as well. What we're looking at here is where Indianapolis is sitting in terms of snowfall on the season. 7.7 inches, which is nearly 9 inches below where we should be for this time of year. When we look at the overall pattern and think back to the issuance of our winter outlook last fall, we knew we were going to get off to a warm start. Didn't have a clue it was going to be as warm as it was in December. We certainly did turn colder in January, though as a whole we finished slightly above normal in January. And obviously February is off to a warm start relative to normal as well. That's going to change in very significant fashion next week. As a matter of fact, if we can lay a snowpack down, temperatures next week will likely go below zero across a widespread portion of the region. That said, it won't be enough to save our seasonal temperature forecast by any stretch of the imagination. It's going to be a significant bust on our part with the slightly colder meteorological winter that we were expecting to be in December, January, and February. However, given the look of the overall weather pattern between now and into mid-March, I think we're very much alive and kicking when it comes to potentially hitting it square on the head, if you will, with our seasonal snowfall outlook of 20 inches at Indianapolis, slightly below normal, but our winter outlook said that we thought Indianapolis would finish at 20 inches of snow on the season, first flake to last flake. As it stands now, I feel very confident about kind of where we are with things there, and I would not be surprised in the least to see a significant snow rally as we go through next week and on into March. Does that mean it's going to lock in here and we're not going to see any more mild air shoot up from the the southern areas or not? Absolutely not. I think we're probably going to hit it very, very hard here next week for the next 7 to 10 days, see a bit of a relaxation, and then it's going to come back in here very, very strong again, meaning the cold relative to normal to wrap up February and head into March. That's the way things look right now. As a whole, it's a very, very stormy pattern, though, for the next several weeks. So I'll quit rambling, I'll get out of that, and take you over here to show you the 12Z GFS Ensemble valid next Tuesday. And this is a look that has to excite winter enthusiasts across the Ohio Valley, the Midwest, and really, for that matter, all of the East. Strong, positive P&A. Look at that ridge out west, blocking over the top and ridging in place. And I can't say, for certain what the all-important specifics are going to look like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week. But I can just say, given this overall look right now, I would expect accumulating snow Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday time frame next week. And in the duration of the snow, the timing, obviously the precise track of any sort of surface load that may form across the Great Lakes or Ohio Valley will have to be sorted out in all due time as we move forward. But that said, the overall big picture, there's no way we're getting out of this pattern without dealing with some sort of accumulating snow given this look. I can assure you of that. Now that said, the hits don't stop there. We see another perhaps more widespread significant winter storm, potentially a cross-country type winter storm, if you will, attacking the cold out towards mid-month, closer to Valentine's Day. And that has significant potential as well. In between early next week and obviously Valentine's Day, though, there's going to be a parade of upper air disturbances coming north, in this fast northwest flow that are going to impact parts of the area as well with accumulating snow. Anytime you're dealing with clipper systems this time of the year, they can suddenly feed back on themselves and turn into significant events. It's not the same scenario that we're looking at with early winter season type clippers. When you get to mid and late winter on into the spring, the clippers can certainly overachieve, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see that happen next week. So hopefully, if let me just say this: if you think that we're finished with winter, it'd be a fair assumption given what we've dealt with as of late. I would think again. The pattern is not one that is simply just going to go into spring without a fight, and I think it's going to be a significant fight at that, meaning winter pushing back. And I would expect a snow rally to take place beginning next week and really continue into late February on into the first half of March. We'll fine-tune details as we move ahead closer to the weekend. By the way, it's going to be a very pleasant weekend. Enjoyed that. Dry and mild relative to normal before the bottom drops out next week. And again, if we can lay some snow down, which I think we will, temperatures will go below zero at some point early to mid part of next week. Guys, that will do it for this evening's update. I apologize for rambling along. It gets a little tiresome at times when you're continuously having to kind of fight back against the belief of no more winter and spring is on the way. At the end of the day, only the good Lord knows tomorrow, but I can assure you, given what I'm looking at least with this overall pattern, we've got a lot of winter on the table next week, so we'll see. So that'll do it, guys. Have a great evening. We'll talk with you soon on NDWX.com.